Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Tucson. Watch this, you're out.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 8, read. Here we go. General, flash. Set, go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jones has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What you got, huh?
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Here we go, D. Shoot! Ready, go!
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's second and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Kill. Blue dog Porkers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We got this. Let's go.
out after a very nice game. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To Johnson again. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Johnson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Got it. 17, Mike 17. I'm coming on to you. 6-6, bullet high. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Bush. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Again, this is Bush. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Squeeze.
2nd and 9 now. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 61, matchbox right.
They'll try to run for the first with Bush. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Detroit.
60 or. Roll out. Check 99. Swing. Go.
On first down, they stick with Bush. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Lambo, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game. These days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the foot.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
14, Lions 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
Ready, set, 55. Pilot, 64, weak.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Show it up. Show it up. Check 4.
Small.
Rotate. Rotate. Rotate.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 55 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allow...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 17-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even. I got 11.
On third down, Johnson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
That's good for Vikings. First down. First and 10 at the 44.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
4 down. Check. 4 ready. Go.
Clocked it up.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down now. It's Johnson down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Johnson again, the ball carrier. Adrian Amos on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and...
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got 3 down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
50, plant. Get that quarter. 61, matchbox, right. Check 3. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
This is Bush. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Bush. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Try to punch it across with Bush. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken very short. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Look at me. Go, get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Johnson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They go to Johnson again. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Not today. Hey, alert 3.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch 17. Hey, watch the leg. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
2nd and 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Under 10, 10. Check. Check 43.
Check. 80 weapon.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, Delta. 5.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creepers. Say ah. Switch. Watch the shift.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Johnson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check, check. First down. First down. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Back to throw here. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the grab with Bush. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Second and 14. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right? He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown. I've
been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Let's go!
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check 3, check 3.
Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, back up.
Second and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Ready, ready. Down to lose one. Hatchet. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 50. Check 50. Go.
They give to Johnson going right. Finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run there by Johnson. 64 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Bang, bang. Protein spill. Bang, bang. Squeeze. Get in there. Check. Hey, hard. 24.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
SOS. Showing it. Check 4. Ready, go.
Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and goal.
Topper. Rush in. Attack. Slam.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. At that 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
58 to Mike.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his